my first question to anyone on the panel that wants to respond is, how would you describe the book and its contents to others? Go ahead, go for it, Mike.
Well, first of all, I say how transparent the author is with the book, and I give an explanation of 365 Love, of how she just talks about love every day, and that they will never find a book that has so much love contained within it. And so that's what I share with other people about the book, and that's it's normally a good response in that regard. So.
Ayana, do you have any extra comments to share?
Yes, when I talk about the book, I basically say that it's, you know, a book of daily encouragement for you to help you focus more on loving yourself, loving others, loving God, and it's just something to just help you show more love and more grace and forgiveness to others. So that's what I say about the book.
Plus, when I think about the book, I think about it as being it's inspirational, it's motivational, it's encouraging, it's positive. It's a very good book. When I read it, I know you're supposed to go each day, but I just kind of open it up and just let it fall. And it's always something that can encourage me, something that can inspire me, something that can motivate me.
Can everybody hear okay?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
I was about to say, for those who cannot see Gurnet's copy of the book, it's like a worn out Bible.
Well, see, I got mine on Kindle now, so I can put mine aside.
This is a love Bible.
Nikki, did you have anything to add?
Well, describing this book to others, it's everything, especially for me, because it's for someone trying to change their negative views to positive. It's an excellent tool to have, and I use it regularly, literally. So it's an excellent tool to have when you're trying to change your perspective on life and when things get hard.
Yeah. Trinice?
I thought the book was really good because it is a book on telling you about love. It doesn't tell you how to love. I like that she didn't do a how-to, but actually giving you notes and stories on something that, you know, that she experienced. And it's like I let people know that I guarantee you there is a note in there that you will find something that you have also experienced. So I liked it because I found familiarity, things that I may have experienced or went through, and to know that someone else has experienced. So it was really good on just reading that someone else has experienced that type of life.
All right. So my next question, I actually wrote the book in a way that one of my focus group members actually used the term. He said you could shop the book like Amazon. You didn't have to just read the book completely. You could shop it. There's a reference to notes, music, and quotes for personal growth and love. There's notes that describe the day's topic. The music is a music reference to the topic. And then the quote is something quick. So I wanted to get your thoughts on the concept of notes, music, and quotes. Michael, go ahead. You just got so hard.
I want to have something to say first and stuff. First of all, it just brings back a lot of memories, a lot of different songs and stuff like that. So, as I'm reading the book, I'm constantly YouTubing and looking at videos and being exposed to other artists and things like that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, and we can talk about this later, but this is like the most expensive free book I've ever received in my life. Because as I'm going through and I'm looking at the quotes, I'm like, I remember that song, I haven't heard of this song, and so I'm constantly on iTunes buying stuff at 99 cents a pop. So I kind of have like a little expense list right here, but the quotes were very inspiring to me, and like Trinice said, it just lets you know that other people, you know, before our time and after our time experienced love in the way that they did, and it's nice to relate to that.
Trinice, do you have anything to add since you pointed you out?
I really liked it because I love the way that you have your note, you're reading the notes, and then you have the music that follows it. And a lot of times we know music moves us, and sometimes you can just hear a song and it can, you know, remind you of something. It can bring back old memories, love, things that you've experienced. So I love the concept of how you read it. Then you had the song list, which I really love the song list. Because there was a lot of songs I had not even heard, or, you know, and so that was good too, to be able to listen to it. And then after that, you know, it concluded with a really nice quote at the end. So I thought it was really good.
To me, it just sort of reinforced what I read about. You know, and I listened to that music, and then sometimes after listening to the music, I would go back through and just read it again. And the quotes, they were just always right on time. So I enjoyed them.
Well, I'm gonna jump to another question, and we'll start with you, Ayana.
Well,
So how?
can I ask this question? I mean, from the ones that read the book, when you read the book, did you look at it and say, ooh, I got this better song? And then you went and looked at the song and then said, nah, I like this song better?
Question from the audience.
Did it make you get more in touch with your feelings with the song as you read the music?
And Gwinnett?
Oh, you know what? A lot of times I would go to YouTube and I would pull it up, and then maybe there may be another song that's alongside, and I would listen to that, and it just really just make you just listen to music. You know, even if you're not I listen to the same thing. It seems like over and over, but you introduce songs, music that I never heard, or maybe I never would have really listened to. And I got a chance to experience that, so I enjoyed that.
All right, thanks, and thank you for the question.
I want to piggyback on that real quick to answer a question with me. I'm a songwriter. I've been writing songs for a long time, and I got disconnected from love about 20 years ago. And before that time and after that, I would write love songs, but it was based on the experience of other people. And so as I read the book and I, YouTube the songs and start looking at the lyrics and relating it to the message and love, it made me reflect back on my other songs, and it actually became therapeutic for me. So it actually was a gateway to my own music in the past.
So, Ayana, can you tell me, how did the book impact you personally?
Okay. For me personally, in an effort to be honest and open and transparent, I am going through a divorce. And so as I got the book and I started to read it, it just helped me have a process of just kind of healing and growing and just focusing more on love and not necessarily what was going on around me and the situation and, thinking about the hurt or the pain of that situation. And so that's what it's, done for me, is helped me to heal and grow and, strengthen my relationship with God and just, and just love a lot more and hopefully be an example to others.
Nikki, did you have anything? How did it impact you personally?
Well, it impacted me personally because I remember when I first opened the book, I was sitting in my car at work. It was, I think, like maybe my second day of work. And I'm just reading the intro and I bust into tears. And I'm like, why am I getting so emotional? So for me, it's an emotional journey. And then by me being so passionate about music and loving music, it's like I get everything in one. So it impacts me greatly. And like I said, I try to spread as much. I post things out of it on my Twitter and things like that. And I constantly try to tell people, get this book. If y'all don't have a copy, get this book.
That's a plug. I didn't tell her to say that. I didn't tell her to say it. Okay, my next question is, what is one or two of your favorite messages in the book and why? So we'll go in order on this one. I don't know.
Well, it's so hard to pick two, but I did come down to two. The first one was May 1st. I never lost my faith. And just through that, getting to read through Torion's experience of what she was going through and also kind of related to what I'm going through. And I just want to be that way, always. And when I read it, I continue to go back to it. So that's huge for me. And then the second one was Don't Take It Personal. That's also just, it relates to work, it relates to friendships, it relates to life. And so it's something that the day that I read it, it was right on time. And so those are two, if I had to pick two.
Okay. Gwinnett?
It's a lot. It's I can't say. Well, you just open it up, and it'll always be something that relates to you. I like January the 4th, Love Me for Me. And that just kind of, a lot of this is confirmation about things that, you know, you might go through, or things that little gut feeling telling you about, you know, and you just kind of open and just read it. And I really like that, Love Me for Me. Another one I really like is A Voice Within. And the older I get, the more I come to the realization that to listen to that little still small voice, just listen to it. And so a lot of this, when you asked about, you know, how it's impacted me, a lot of this is confirmation for me.
Michael?
Yep, so my favorite two is singing your song, and actually No Worries, Everything's Cool, because this year has been a personal journey for love with me, and those two stories relate to me as far as loving myself, and then, you know, kind of handing things over to God, and, you know, loving and let go. And those are personal experiences for me this year, just in the last couple of months. So those are my favorite two.
Nikki?
My favorite two, I've been sitting here looking for them, I can't find them for nothing. There's one that you had me to read, and had the poem, When Your Heart Is Hurting. And at that time, I was really going through some things, and excuse me if I get emotional, but it really, I'm sorry, but it really touched me in such a way. And there's another one she has, I think, where she refers to life, things that, you know, I go through and that I've been through, and just look at them as, you know, minor fender benders or just a little stop sign, and it, you know, kind of keeps me encouraged to keep going. So, and y'all excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm a big overly emotional baby. So.
Trinice?
There was a few of them in there, but I'm only going to speak of one because this one particular note touched me, and when I read it, it really brought me to tears. So it was the Potter story, and because of that, a lot of times people who know me, I have a problem with trying to be a perfectionist, so I kind of beat myself up a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, I try to make everything perfect, but I like that because of the story with this lump of clay, and it really let me know that there are things in our lives that are going to be there. And the thing that I like is because God is always molding and making us. So no matter what you're going through, and to know that God is love. Amen. So to know that He is love and that it's okay. There are going to be some time bumps in your life and things like that, but when He finished molding and making you to be able to show the potential, what He has for you. And that really motivated me, and that really encouraged me. It's okay. There was only one perfect. So it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to know that everything you say is not going to be right. And it's okay to love and to be loved again. Or if you've lost love, it's okay. Guess what? God is love. So as long as you have Him, as long as you are surrounded and let Him continue to mold and make us, we will turn out to be the most beautiful thing that He has ever created. And God never makes a mistake. So I really, that story stayed with me, was the Potter story.
This is my last question. Is a quick question for each and every one of you. And Trinice, we're going to start from this end this time. So my last question is, if you could describe this book in one word, what would that word be?
Love. Transformation.
Nikki?
Contagious.
Michael?
Expensive.
And he's not talking about the price of the book.
No, this book has put me in therapy, literally. I'm in therapy, me and my son's in therapy. I was in therapy with my girlfriend. I'm in marriage counseling. And so it cost me about $80 an hour for this counseling. So this book has reconnected me with love, and so it kind of inspired me to go seek, because I think I was void of love for many years. And so this year is different for me. So that's
Lynette?
Uplifting.
Ayana?
Healing.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up to our